The Phoenix Suns are currently out of a play-in tournament spot this season, with Kevin Durant still playing like his normal Kevin Durant self, somebody that could be on an All-NBA team. Devin Booker isn't having as good of a year efficiency-wise. That's been pretty much the story of his whole career. Bradley Beal has been a fine number 3 option. It's just the talent in the Western Conference has surpassed this Phoenix Suns team. I think the only way to make this team better in the long term is to trade one of the top 2 guys. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, we're going to be doing something probably kind of crazy today because I'm not moving Bradley Beal. He has a no trade clause, and unless I'm attaching every first round pick and swap that I could do to get Jimmy Butler or Zach LaVine, yeah, but is that even worth it? I don't think so. So I think I have to come to the conclusion that I got to trade Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. And you may be like, Matt, obviously you trade Kevin Durant, but you could definitely get a lot more for Devin Booker. So that obviously can propose the question. I probably got 2 to 3 more years left to Kevin Durant. I got maybe 2 more years of Bradley Beal at this production, and then he's going to fall off obviously under that contract as well. But I think I'm not going to make this mistake of this team thinking that they can make a run in the playoffs when they are currently just a non-playoff team right now, non-playing tournament team right now. They don't own their first round pick at the end of the year. I don't know. This is a tough position. I think the only way out is trading away KD or Bradley Beal to just get better quantity on this team over just the quality they have at the top guys. And I think I'm going to have to trade Tyus Jones as well, who's been good for the Suns this season. And I think I can get something nice in return. The only thing is, I'm not going to have bird rights at the end of the year. So I'm not going to be able to bring him back. I may as well trade him because I don't think we're winning a title in 2025. Also, shout out to E-Man. I'm going to be using his shared scenario today where he's got a good 2025 draft class. So we are 1 game above 500 at the deadline. I think we're going to look to make some moves right now. Of course, Kevin Durant really hasn't been scoring up to his standards. But yeah, shout out to this guy that also made this class too, because there's some really good guys that I just haven't had the chance to draft yet. Unfortunately, this isn't really the rebuild to be drafting guys because we're the Phoenix Suns. Like, I obviously want to try out Jeremiah Fears. He's been really good this year. Or Zvonimir Mrvičić has been a little bit better as of late. You got Andrew Carr, Trayvon Brazil, Lamont Butler at Kentucky, Kobe Brea at Kentucky as well, Walter Clayton at Florida. He's been a beast this year. And just trying to figure out a Kevin Durant trade really makes my head hurt because he's 36 years old. Like, what value does he have on the open market? Oh, the Sacramento Kings have traded for Pascal Siakam. There you go. Could I get, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, which ironically makes us a lot better of a team. And I would do this trade, but I just don't know if the Knicks would do that. Not gonna lie, this is an interesting trade to pair up Kevin Durant and Nikola Jokic in Denver. This would be a very risky deal for the Denver Nuggets, but I don't hate it. The Devin Booker trade idea is also interesting. I feel like I would trade override this one. It looks like it was, oh my God, Siakam for De'Aaron Fox. Wow, all right, that is a crazy deal. You know what? I'm actually intrigued about this trade that I don't even think I need to trade override. Zion Williamson and DeJounte Murray for Kevin Durant. I pair up Zion Williamson and Devin Booker in Phoenix. I get DeJounte Murray to run the point, and obviously these are 2 tradable contracts as well. KD is 36 years old. I mean, you'd have KD, Trey Murphy, Brandon Ingram, and I don't know if the Pelicans would want to do this trade, but I think for us, we may be better suited to do this trade. The other thing I thought of was doing Devin Booker to like San Antonio or to Houston, and I'd get like a ton in return. Like, I'd get Reed Shepherd and I'd get some of my picks back, unless like the Rockets would trade me Reed Shepherd and my picks back for Kevin Durant. Like, if honestly that's a fair trade, I think I may rather have that package because then I think it opens up some more things for us. So to like make the money work, Fred VanVleet probably got to be in this trade. Just, I think that would make it a little bit easier. I'd want Reed Shepherd, and I don't know if I'd be able to get Jabari Smith Jr. or Tari Eason or Amen Thompson. So instead, I think I would ask for Cam Whitmore. I would give them Royce O'Neal, and then I would ask for at least every version of my first round picks back. So I would get 2 of them right there, 2025 and 2027. Do I do this trade for Kevin Durant? I mean, I would do this. I don't even know if they're going to say yes to this. They don't even counter it. Like, is this a fair trade? Do you guys think in my current day, 2025, I get Cam Whitmore, I get Reed Shepherd. Fred VanVleet is really just to make the money work. I give them Kevin Durant, Josh Okogie, and Royce O'Neal. Unless I can include, like, Dylan Brooks instead, or Rashawn Holmes. Like, I don't really need Fred VanVleet. No, it looks like it'd be impossible. I thought they had cap space. All right, so you know what? I'm not going to get Cam Whitmore in the trade, but I will trade override this. So that leaves me with no first round pick in 2026, but I don't get to use Reed Shepherd a ton. So I'm excited to get him. We're going to have a former Kentucky guard, him and Devin Booker on this team. I'm getting my first round pick back this year in 2027. I'm getting Fred VanVleet in this deal and Aaron Holiday. I'm giving them Royce O'Neal, Josh Okogie, and Kevin Durant. You guys can let me know what you think of that trade down below. Obviously, I could have traded Devin Booker, and then I definitely would have asked for Amen Thompson in that deal, but I decided to go trading Kevin Durant because we're stuck with Bradley Beal. We have Devin Booker, but I get some of my picks back, which is nice. And now that I acquired Fred VanVleet, who maybe I move in the offseason, we'll see. I'm going to move Tyus Jones. But the thing is, I do not own my first round pick next year. And the OKC Thunder were willing to give me a 2026 swap first round pick between the Clippers and the Rockets. And I get Brandon Carlson in this deal, 7-footer from Utah. So Tyus Jones is now a member of the OKC Thunder. It's going to be impossible to trade Yusuf Nurkic. And I thought about moving Grayson Allen, but that may happen on draft night. So yeah, let's look at this rotation now, something I haven't even shown you guys in this video. Fred VanVleet, I don't think I'm going to be able to move, but yeah, I don't want to make the playoffs, but if we make it, we make it. I'd rather just get a better draft pick. Like, we're going to have Yusuf Nurkic still start at the 5 spot. Who's going to be my power forward? I guess it's going to be Oso Ighodaro. Like, why not? Actually, you know, we'll get Ryan Dunn in there as the power forward. He'll play like 25 minutes a night. We're going to give Grayson Allen 25 minutes a night. Plumlee can get 15. I still may trade some of these guys that are free agents at the end of the year. Like, I want Reed Shepard to get probably 25 minutes a night. I want him to get him plenty of run time. Like, I'll probably move Monty Morris as well. I'm going to go 15 minutes to Oso Ighodaro. Let's go 7 to Bol Bol. And just other guys that are free agents at the end of the year. Yeah, like Mason Plumlee and Monty Morris, like I may as well move. And I'm going to be making this trade with the New York Knicks. I'm sending them veterans like Monty Morris and Mason Plumlee. They're trying to get a title this year. I'm going to get rookies, Pacome Dadiet from France and Tower Kolek from Marquette. And I don't know if Dadiet is going to play this year, but I think I will give some minutes to Tower Kolek, who I actually wanted the Suns to draft in the first round originally. But I think Ryan Dunn fits this team a little bit more. I didn't think they were getting Tyus Jones for the minimum. So Luka Doncic wins MVP this year. Jared McCain still gets Rookie of the Year, even though he's going to miss a significant amount of time in his rookie season. As any Phoenix Suns on the All-NBA teams, no Phoenix Suns. I'm fine if we didn't make the playoffs or the play-in tournament, to be honest with you. I want a better draft pick, and that is the case. The Phoenix Suns ended up going 33-49. Shout out to the Pelicans somehow ending up 34-48. But yeah, we ended up finishing 16 games below 500, negative 3.1 point differential. But thankfully, we were able to get our first round pick back this year. Devin Booker, 25.9 points. Bradley Beal, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I feel like he's going to be in a bench role next year, but we'll see, because I want to win next year. I do. I want to be right back in the playoffs. Fred VanVleet wasn't great. Shepard wasn't great. Maybe the Rockets did rob us. But obviously, we're going to have a lot to evaluate in the offseason. I'd love to get Yusuf Nurkic off this team. I think it becomes a little bit more tradable now that it has 1 year left. Grayson Allen, I think I would like to trade as well. And I don't know. Maybe I would sell high on Ryan Dunn from his defensive rookie season. We'll see. Let's see who ends up making it to the NBA Finals. It is going to be between the Celtics and the Mavericks. Where have you seen this one before? Yep, it is a rematch from 2024, and the Mavericks get revenge, and they win it all. They sweep the Celtics. There goes LeBron. He retires as a 40-year-old. We don't see Kevin Durant or anybody retire right now. Russ, Chris Paul, and LeBron head to the Hall of Fame. Chris Paul, a Suns legend in a way. He did help them go to the NBA Finals back in 2021. And here we go. We have the 7th projected pick here in the lottery. I like that. And the Rockets making that trade with the Nets, giving the Nets their first round pick back to get the Suns first round picks was pretty much the reason to get Kevin Durant or Devin Booker, because if the Suns made one of those two available, the Rockets would be at one of the top trade suitors on their list because they do own their first round picks back in return. And unfortunately, we did fall to 8, but hey, I do have a top 10 pick this year. I don't think we're going to have cap space, but yeah, we do own that pick. I don't own any other first round picks here this year. I'm going to keep Mike Budenholzer as our head coach. So we know the Magic always need shooting. I want to see if I can get Goga Bitadze from them, because I don't even know if I want Yusuf Nurkic to be my guy going forward. I think I have to take back Gary Harris in this trade. I wouldn't mind giving you like one of the younger guys that I don't think I'm going to play, like Pacome Dadiet. I kind of wanted to get their first round pick. Like, could I get the 25th pick in this trade as well? They say no. What about if I throw in, don't have any seconds. I don't know if I could throw in any other players and that can get this deal done. Like, I'd throw in Kolek instead of Pacome Dadiet. Does that get this deal done? They would want my 2027 lottery protected first year out of your mind. Unfortunately, I can't throw in Oso Ighodaro to make this money work. Unless, yeah, like I can't take back KCP. I wouldn't mind taking that contract off your hands. What about Cole Anthony? $2 million more. I mean, now I'm kind of getting too many assets in this deal. And we did Dadiet. I would do this trade. I don't know if they would. They say no to that. So I don't know if I'm getting a first round pick out of it. But I basically wanted to do, I'll do Allen and I'll do Pacome Dadiet in exchange for Gary Harris and Goga Bitadze. Can we do that? They say no. And I found a good trade for us. Grayson Allen and Tyler Kolek over to Atlanta in exchange for Onyeka Okongwu and Mohamed Gay. Yeah, that is a big trade for us, getting O squared, who's going to be slotted in as my starting center next year. And we saved, I think, a little bit of money, maybe not too much, as Trey Johnson goes #1 to the Wizards. Ace Bailey goes to the Spurs. Dylan Harper to the Jazz. And Cooper Flagg falls to pick 4 to the Charlotte Hornets. #5, Portland's trading the pick. for Alperen Şengün. I hate this. I hate it. It happens every draft. Boogie Flan from Arkansas goes high. VJ Edgecombe goes. And then Brooklyn right before us is trading pick 7 for 2 future first-round picks, and the Knicks take Con Knipple. So I am interested in Jeremiah Fears, but I don't know if I want to take a point guard right now. I think I may opt for a wing. I like Ian Jackson a ton. He's been great as a scorer for the Tar Heels as of late. We could go Kasper Shakishanis, but I'm going to go Igor Demon with this pick. I do think he's the best player available. Good size. I'd like for him to maybe get to the free throw line a little bit more, finish inside a little bit more, but could be a secondary playmaker after Devin Booker. And that is going to wrap up the 2025 NBA draft. So we're going to take Igor Demon, but yeah, it's just other guys in the draft that are cool to see. Obviously, it's just cool having like the accent above Nolan Traore on the E. Ryan Kalkbrenner is going 14. Jeremiah Fears goes 15. Otega Owe from Kentucky. So a lot of Kentucky guys in this draft class. You got Kobe Brea, RJ Davis going in the first round. That is definitely not happening, though. So I was debating picking up Fred VanVleet's contract. I don't think so. That's just too much money, and he's going to regress a ton. Hopefully, I can extend him, though. We'll see. I'm going to bring back Aaron Holiday, $4.9 million. So any of these guys I want to offer the qualifying offer to? Not really. So I think we're just going to let them all walk. I am able to bring back Fred VanVleet. All right, I'm going to bring him back on a 2-year deal worth around $30 million. And for some reason, Kyle Filipowski was non-tenured by the Utah Jazz. Not sure why, but hey, I'm going to capitalize on that. 2 years, around $6 million. And we're going to get more center depth. I'm going to send Aaron Holiday and Pacomi Dadiet to the Hornets for Nick Richards. So I want to see if I can move Yusuf Nurkic now for just maybe another 1-year deal. And the Pistons could take on some cap space. So they would actually give me a first-round pick, but no, you're not getting a first-round pick for this version of Yusuf Nurkic. So we're going to be trading Yusuf Nurkic for Simone Fontecchio, and they're going to agree to that. So that's pretty much the moves I made this offseason with VanVleet and Reed Shepherd, Devin Booker, Beal, Demon, and Fontecchio. We got Filipowski, Ryan Dunn, Mo Gay, and then you got Okongwu, Richards, and Oso Ighodaro. Here we are, player progression, and Bradley Beal is regressing. He's down to an 83 overall. Fred VanVleet down to an 80 overall. All right, so it's going to be a 10-man rotation to start off the season. I'm actually going to start Reed Shepherd over Fred VanVleet. We're going to have Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kyle Filipowski, and Onyeka Okongwu wrap out the starting 5. We're going to have Ryan Dunn, Fred VanVleet, Nick Richards, Igor Demon, and Simone Fontecchio all coming off the bench. I like this team right now. I think we're in a better position than we were last year. Only thing is we do not own our first-round pick at the end of the year. That is going to be going to, I believe, the Orlando Magic. So, yeah, we can't really afford to be bad this year. That honestly could be the case with the way this team is constructed. I may just have to stomach giving away a top pick in this draft unless the Clippers are bad themselves because we can get their first-round pick. But we've started off the year 0-3 and make that 1-5. So not a good start whatsoever. Devin Booker may actually average 30 points per game this year. I need Reed Shepherd to be more efficient. We're at the trade deadline with a 21-28 record, which is not great, obviously. We do get the better of the swap between the Rockets and the Clippers, who are around our record right now. So if that pick ends up better than our pick, I do not mind trading that away. As we actually got that first rounder in the Tyus Jones deal, Devin Booker is playing like an All-NBA first-team guy this year, back as the number 1. Bradley Beal, 42% from 3, 81 from the line, 50% from the field. I do believe he is a player option next year. Yeah, at $57 million. That is a player option, so I will pick that up. I don't know why 2K registers it as a team option. Reed Shepherd has been better this year. I do worry about a Reed Shepherd, Devin Booker backcourt defensively, but I think it's fine right now. 11-10 for Okongwu. Filipowski, I think he could still be a little bit of a stretch for. Fred VanVleet kind of stinks. Igor Demon, 43% from the field. There's Nick Richards averaging 8-7 off the bench. And Ryan Dunn, been a little bit better offensively this year. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades. I am going to re-sign Nick Richards. I'm going to give him around $7 million a year for the next 2 years, and we should be good to go. And Luka wins MVP. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year in Charlotte. Josh Giddey, 6th Man of the Year with the Indiana Pacers. Why would you trade for De'Aaron Fox when you also have Tyrese Halliburton? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's Devin Booker, one clutch player of the year. His true shooting percentage, 67%. That is insane. All-NBA first team, no Devin Booker. No Devin Booker on All-NBA second team. No Kevin Durant as well. All-NBA third team. How does Devin Booker not get on there? You have Cooper Flagg and you have LaMelo Ball. It's kind of annoying. Actually, never mind. I was thinking, why are the Hornets not symmetrical where it says the team? But it's just because I was hovering over one. That's on me. No Suns on the all-defensive teams. I don't know if like maybe Ryan Dunn would get on there. But Igor Demon, all-rookie second team, 8.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists. I mean, maybe we make him the point guard going forward and Reed Shepherd just ends up being more of a 6th man. As we finish this year as the 9th seed in the Western Conference, so hopefully that Clippers pick wins the lottery because we're going to be getting it. We actually finished with a 42-40 record. We finished better than the Houston Rockets, who have Kevin Durant. I guess they probably shouldn't have traded away Alperen Şengün. I don't know what 2K was thinking there. I like the young front court of Okongwu and Filipowski. I don't know how much longer that lasts. but with Reed Shepard shooting 36% from three, I think we're in a good spot. I really don't want to play Fred VanVleet for these playing games. So I think I'm going to lower his minute total to like 10 a night. Richards at 19 is fine. I'm going to go like 22 to Igor Demon. I'm going to go 27 to Ryan Dunn. Let's go 33 to Okongwu. We can go 31 to Shepard, and I'll go 38 to D-Book. So we're taking on Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets in the first leg of the play-in. I believe Memphis won their 7-8 matchup, so we would be taking on them. Or they must have lost it, actually, because then we're taking on them to advance to the playoffs. We're going to have a good fourth quarter here. 114, 113. We're tied at 118. Are we going to beat the Rockets? Yes, we do. We send Kevin Durant home. Devin Booker, 37 and 8. Bradley Beal even dropped to 28. Golden State beat Memphis. So we're taking on Memphis here. Let's see if we can beat them on the road. We have a good ish first half. I'll take that. We're currently up 78, 77. Bradley Beal, he's got 22. I know he's about to regress so much, so I'd like for him to maybe get me into the playoffs. That's not going to be the case because we got outscored 38 to 18 there in the fourth quarter. Beal and Booker both played well. Like, you combined for 55 points. Like, I'll take that. I mean, Beal didn't play well. 11 for 27 and 3 for 15 from 3 is actually horrible. But you know what? I mean, we're going to end up in the lottery once again. Just because, that pick. And we're not going to own it, which kind of stinks. I know we could have finished a lot worse this year. As Luka dropped basically a 41-point triple-double in the conference finals. De'Aaron Fox over Tyrese Haliburton. I guess, they're starting them both. And they have just Josh Giddey, and Andrew Nemore. They have so many guards. I don't really need a guard myself, because if I did, I definitely would have traded for one. And back-to-back years, the Dallas Mavericks sweep the NBA Finals, and they beat the Pacers, obviously in 4 there. So, no Kevin Durant retirement. I didn't know if he was going to retire after this year. We do see Paul George, Jimmy Butler, and Steph Curry retire. Steph, obviously a former teammate of Kevin Durant. All right, so we have the projected 10th overall pick right now, as our pick is actually 14 in the lottery. So we actually are going to only lose out on the 14th overall pick. I will definitely take that. And our first round pick from the Clippers is at number 10. So we ended up moving up 4 spots by getting that pick down the line, which I will definitely take. We're going to keep Budenholzer as our head coach. I'm going to make a notable trade here with the Utah Jazz. I'm going to be sending them Fred VanVleet, Oso Ighodaro in a second. We're taking on Trey Murphy's contract. Yeah, he just got traded to Utah. $27 million for the next few years. He's got $87 million more guaranteed. We're also getting a former 24th overall pick from Utah as well, Maxime Reynaud, who I'm not too familiar with at Stanford. I haven't watched too much Stanford this year. I don't know if I'd have to throw in anything else, but I don't think so. So they're going to do this trade. Yes, they will. Welcome to the team, Trey Murphy, because I know Bradley Beal is going to regress. I'm going to make him a small forward, and he goes up to an 83. And then, we have the 10th overall pick, so hopefully I can maybe get a power forward. It wasn't going to be Cam Boozer. He could have been a perfect fit on this team. AJ DeBanza goes to the Magic. That is a sick pickup. Darren Peterson to the Bulls. Wait, did that say the Bulls? Yeah, they got Cameron Boozer and Darren Peterson. That's kind of insane. And Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert was just traded for the 4th pick and a future pick. They take Caleb Wilson. I thought I was about to see Anthony Edwards get traded as the Jazz are doing their fire sale. Lowry Markkanen and a future first 4-pick 5. They take Koa Pete out of Arizona. There goes Jalen Harrelson. Will Riley from Illinois, that's a good pickup. Darius Akuff Jr. and then Jasper Johnson right before us. And we could definitely use a power forward on this team, so I'm going to take Nate Ament, a player I am very high on in this 2026 draft class. And then the Orlando Magic, who had our pick, or it was the Memphis Grizzlies, they take Michael Merson. I think a lot of you guys have told me to take in previous drafts, so maybe I'll do that I'll do that soon. So we do have to pick up $57 million on Beal because that is a player option, not a team option. And I'm going to pick up the team options, on everybody here. Mo Gay, I mean, why not? Because that could eventually be $2 million that I need in a trade or something like that. So I'm not going to offer Carlson the qualifying offer. Before we hit free agency, I think Reed Shepard's going to start for us at the 1. I mean, I could make Igor Demon a point guard. We do have, I think, plenty of power forwards, plenty of centers right now. So maybe just looking for a guard, but I don't really have much money to spend. So if for some reason Walter Clayton was non-tenured, I don't know if he was a first round pick. 20th overall. Not sure why. So I'm going to, can I not? Okay, I guess current value. I don't know why I can't afford him there. So, you know what? I'm going to sign Trey Jones to a 1-year deal worth around $4 million. We are going to let Fontecchio, Carlson, and Lindy Waters walk. I do have an $11 million trade exception from Yusuf Nurkic. And I don't think Maxime Reynaud was going to play for us, neither Mohamed Gay. So I'm going to use that trade exception to pick up Terrence Mann. And honestly, it's just $15 million that I can include in a bigger trade down the line. So I'm getting Kobe Jones and Terrence Mann from the Sacramento Kings. We're going to use that trade exception to get that deal done. As Devin Booker is a 93, Reed Shepard's up to an 85, Igor Demon's up to an 83, Bradley Beal is regressing, but he is going to be a free agent at the end of the year. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have cap space at the end of next year to add to this team, because then that's when we can add like another, like, not KD level player, but obviously a really good player to Devin Booker. So we're going to have 57 million off the books. Yeah, I would have to move maybe Trey Murphy's contract, Terrence Mann's contract, which shouldn't be impossible. So we could definitely create some cap space next year, because if Trey Murphy doesn't play up to the expectations I think he could do, I'm probably going to trade him, because we are going to have Bradley Beal come off the bench. Trey Murphy's going to start for us. And Kevin Durant is retiring at the end of the year. He's going to do a farewell tour. So it's going to be Shepherd, Booker. No, I want to start Trey Murphy, so I think Igor Demon's going to come off the bench. I think instead of Ryan Dunn, I'm going to start Kyle Filipowski, but Ryan Dunn's going to play a ton. I think Bradley Beal can get like 18 minutes a night. I think Igor Demon off the bench can get 25. We'll go 20 to Ryan Dunn. I'd like to go at least 29 to Okongwu. We'll do like 23 to Filipowski, 30 to Murphy, 36 to Booker, 32 to Shepherd. And then I think I would like for Nate Ament to get about 12 minutes a night as well. So I like this bench unit. Igor, Dunn, Beal, Richards, Nate Ament, and then we have a good starting five. I think this team could be back in the playoffs. Either way, I do own my first round pick this year, which is nice. And we're above 500 at the deadline. We are 28 and 22. We're sitting as the 5 seed in the Western Conference. And I think, wow, Reed Shepherd, he's been really good. 5.4 assists. His playmaking is getting better and better each year. And obviously the efficiency is at, not an elite standpoint, but 59% true shooting is great. Devin Booker, 53, 46, 91 splits, 65% true shooting. That's great. Trey Murphy, I would like for him to be a little bit better. So honestly, the rest of the season is going to be a big showcase for him if he wants to be back in our plans next year, because Igor Demon is really good and he could definitely be a point guard for us. Ryan Dunn has been a little bit more efficient this year. Bradley Beal, you know what? I'll take that. 46% from 3, not the player he used to be, but at least be efficient. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades. Is there any contract extensions to deal with right now? Booker, that actually brings it down eventually. Like he's making what, 57 and 61. Yeah, let's re-sign him on that, about 150 to like 152 mil a year. Okongwu, we're not going to re-sign. Beal, not going to re-sign right now. And you know what I may do? I think I'm going to re-sign Kobe Jones just on a 1-year deal, and then I could trade him on draft night if needed. And Luka wins another MVP. This has just been his video. He's winning MVPs. They have yet to lose a finals game in the first 2 finals series in this video. Shout out to Jalen Tyson. I think one most improved, in Darko Rajakovic, one coach of the year. We don't get any Phoenix Suns on the first 2 teams, nor the first 3 teams, which is kind of unfortunate. No Devin Booker love this year. Nate Ament was on our rookie second team. We fell a little bit. We ended up as the 8 seed. We go 40 and 42. So actually 2 less wins this year than what we had last year. And I feel like this team was better this year, as Devin Booker averaged 22.7 points, Reed Shepherd 18 points. Trey Murphy was a little bit better in the second half of the year, but I don't know. Like if there's a big name free agent, I'm probably going to trade away Trey Murphy to hopefully get one of those guys. So we're taking on the Pelicans in the first leg of the playing tournament, and this team went 36. Oh no, I was going to say they went 36 and 46, but that was last year. They went 41 and 41. They have Nolan Traore, Hawkins, Ingram, Zion, Misi, Anthony Simons, Herb Jones, Miles Bridges, Day'Ron Sharp, Jose Alvarado off the bench. Let's see if we're able to beat them. We advance. We're the 17th in the playoffs, which would be kind of nice. We lose. We're going to be playing in the playing tournament. We do own our first round pick, but it looks like we are going to be making the playoffs this year for the first time in this video. I believe so. Devin Booker dropped 31. Ryan Dunn at 17. Reed Shepherd was horrible, and we still advance. So I'll take that. We're taking on the Spurs in round 1. And I think for the playoffs, Nate Ament, who had a productive rookie year, is not going to play. I think Beal was efficient enough. Dunn is fine. Igor's fine. Let's go 31 to Okongwu. Do I want to start Ryan Dunn at the 4? Kind of interesting spot, but no. But I think I'm going to give him about 23 minutes a night as well. I'm going to go 32 to Murphy, 38 to Booker, and let's go 35 to Reed Shepherd. And here we are taking on the San Antonio Spurs in round number 1. We do end up losing game 1 by 6 points in San Antonio. I would like to split it. They do have Ty Jerome, a former Phoenix Sun. Is that Jalen Williams? Yes, it is. They got J-Dub as the number 2 to Wemby, and they win both in San Antonio. They win 121, 131. Okongwu had 26 points. All right, game number 3, we're going to go down 3-0. Yes, we do. We go down 3-0. We lose 132, 122. Another game, we lose by 10. As Ryan Dunn has been really good in those 3 games, which is nice to see. But we don't even get gentlemen swept. We just get flat out swept. All right, that's fine. It's going to be an end of an era. We're going to have Bradley Beal off our contracts, as the Mavericks ended up losing in round number 2 to Minnesota, and then Minnesota loses to San Antonio. So are we going to lose to the team that wins it all? Yes, that is correct, as the Spurs win it all, and Wemby is your finals MVP. And there goes Kevin Durant. I don't even know if they won a playoff series with KD, so that trade did not work out for Houston. And yeah, we are not retiring Kevin Durant's jersey number at all. So here we are in the lottery. I don't think we own a first round pick here, so we should get something right outside the lottery, which is our pick. Yeah, right there at number 16. The Nets win the lottery via Philly. And here, I'm going to give San Antonio some cap space. They can take Kobe Jones and Terrence Mann. I'm going to get a 2028 first round pick next year for those two players. They swap best between them and Boston. So we cleared up some money there. We're going to have to actually take on some money with our 12th, or excuse me, 16th overall pick. And yes, I could trade this guy if we do need to, but I'm going to take Adam. I always butcher his name, so I'm not going to have to say it right now, or I'm not going to say it out of VTech, but I've seen him develop kind of well, but I don't know if we're trying to win it all next year and I sign somebody. Is he going to be a rotational piece? We'll see. And yeah, we are going to sign him there. He's going to be making around $5 million a year. Pick up the team option on Reed, Demon, Ryan Dunn, and Kyle Filipowski as Giannis, Jokic, Kat, and Jay Green, who I'm not going to sign. I don't know why I call him Jay Green, are all free agents. How much off am I to get one of these guys? I'd have to free up $65 million to get Giannis. I feel like that's impossible. All right, it's just not a good contract for us right now. It's kind of risky. So I'm going to be sending Trey Murphy to Atlanta. We're bringing back Tyler Kolek, and I'm getting a 2031 Atlanta first-round pick, but that trade is going to free up around $27 million of cap space, but we're still about $38 million off from getting Nikola Jokic. Yeah, I'd have to trade a lot of guys if I wanted to get Jokic, which I don't know if that's something I want to do. All right, Michael Porter Jr. looking for a one-year deal, so similar vibes to Tyus Jones. We're going to be getting Brandon Clark on the minimum, and we're getting Michael Porter Jr. on like a one-year deal, like prove it on a bigger stage. So yeah, I'm not going to get like Jokic. He goes back to Denver. Giannis actually goes to the Washington Wizards. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him, but I made a lot of trades with the Atlanta Hawks in this video. We do have a trade exception to use. Like, could I offer Nick Richards on the table? Okay, I'm going to obviously have to give up a lot more. This Adam guy who was just drafted for Jalen Johnson. Do I have any future first-round picks? I do have that swap best. Would they do this for Jalen Johnson? Would they? They would not. I would throw in 2 future first-round picks. You can get your first-rounder back in 2031, and I will give you my 2031 first for Jalen Johnson. They say no. Damn it. All right, instead of Nick Richards, I'm going to have to throw in probably Nate Ament to get this deal done. Oh, yeah. They may do this without the first-round pick. So 2 young studs and the trade exception for Jalen Johnson. They say no. I'll give you your first-round pick back. Oh, wow. I may actually have to give up the first-round picks. I was able to keep one of mine. But yeah, I just traded for Jalen Johnson, who somebody I really wanted to get, and I think he could be a fun, maybe number 2 option. We pick up Michael Porter Jr., we trade for Jalen Johnson. It was an eventful offseason. So here we are at player progression. Jalen Johnson is up to a 90 overall. Shepard's an 87. Igor's an 87 as well. Porter Jr. is an 84. Okongwu's an 83. I probably should have gave MPJ a 2-year deal, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to give him like a 1-year extension or anything like that. All right, so this is going to be the rotation this year. It's going to be Shepard, Booker, Igor, Jalen Johnson, Okongwu. I'm excited about this team. Yeah, we got that Atlanta Hawks front court. We have Michael Porter Jr., Ryan Dunn, Filipowski, Richards, and Clark off the bench. I think this could be a year we could make a big trade deadline deal. We're 4.5-star balance. Come on, let's be one of the top teams in the West this season. And we do have our best trade deadline record yet. We are 30-19. We have an 8.3 point differential. Like, I think we can go all the way this year. I do. We just got to get in. Like, Reed Shepard has been a great number 2 option. I mean, you'd like for him to be a little bit more efficient inside the arc. I mean, I'd like for Jalen Johnson to be better, obviously, but Igor Demon is really good. I don't know, man. Maybe I have Igor start. Like, Michael Porter Jr. is insanely efficient. Do I upgrade the center spot? Maybe could use some upgrade. All right, could upgrade there. Ryan Dunn, kind of disappointing this year. He's in the contract year. Filipowski, disappointing as well in a contract year. All right. You know what? I think we got to be active at the deadline. And we're going to try to move Onyeka Okongwu, a 2020 first-round pick, and Kyle Filipowski to the Cavs for Jonathan Isaac, who won't play for us, but we're getting Jared Allen, who I do think is an upgrade at the 5 spot, over Onyeka Okongwu. We're going to use a trade exception, and they are going to counter-offer it. You'll give me Goga. He was under contract for the next 3 years. I give you Brandon Clark. And I got to throw in another first. All right, I'll do it. So this team is probably going to look a little bit different. Jared Allen is going to play a ton of minutes as our starting center. He's going to get like 33 minutes a night. I think Goga's probably going to be the backup center instead of Nick Richards. Or it doesn't really... I don't know. They're kind of like similar to me. So we'll go 10 minutes to Goga. We'll stick with that for now. I got 8 more minutes left. I think I'd like to start Igor. Give him about 30 minutes a night. Reed Shepard, we could drop a little bit. Michael Porter Jr. could give about 30 minutes a night as well, because I think I'm going to lower Ryan Dunn's minutes. I don't know. I feel like this is a tough team to try to figure out what's going to work best. And yeah, Luka wins another MVP this year. Tyron Stokes, who was the #1 pick, is your Rookie of the Year. AJ DeBance is 6th Man of the Year. Depoy goes to Wemby. Nate Ament is your Most Improved. John Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. And Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year. Do we get anybody on an All-NBA team this year? Unfortunately, we do not. And no defensive teams. Okay, I feel like, yeah, Devin Booker got disrespected in this video. We did finish up as the 2 seed this year, which is nice, 58 and 24. We had a better point differential than the Dallas Mavericks. We missed out on that 1 seed by 1 game, and Reed Shepherd ended up dropping 20 points. Jalen Johnson, 16.5. Yeah, we had 6 guys score above 13 points per game, which is pretty impressive. And I think for the playoffs, we're going to play those 6 guys a ton of minutes. I think like Goga's going to get 10 minutes a night. Richard's going to get 10 minutes a night. I'm fine with this. I think MPJ can go a little bit less at 27. I'm going to go 34 to Allen. I'm going to go 34 to Igor Demon because he's really good. I'm going to go 39 to Devin Booker. All right, here we go. We're taking on the Pelicans in round number 1. I believe we beat them last year, or we have definitely played them in a meaningful game. We do win game 1. We dropped 154. The first game that we are favorited, basically series-wise, and then we're the favorites. We end up winning. We blow them out. Drop 142 in game number 2. Game number 3 goes to Phoenix, 152-112. Igor Demon with 27, 24, 6, and 15 for Devin Booker. 24 for Michael Porter Jr., and we're going to sweep them. What an offensive statement start to the playoffs. 32 for Booker, 25, 8, and 10 for Igor Demon. Okay, yeah, this guy's an absolute stud. Reed Shepherd dropped 20 and 8, and also shot 51% from 3. And oh yeah, I just got Jalen Johnson, Michael Porter Jr., Jared Allen, and if Ryan Dunn's actually going to hit his shots, he's an elite 3 and D piece. So we're taking on Minnesota in round number 2. They have Robert Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Levine, Caleb Wilson, Charles Massey, Randall, and Jeremiah Fears are coming off the bench. So Dillingham and Reed Shepherd were teammates at Kentucky together. We do win game 1, 134-102. Another great offensive game for Devin Booker. He wants this ring in his age 31 season. We go up 2-0. We ended up winning by 22 points. Devin Booker dropped 38. Game number 3 goes to the Phoenix Suns, 119-118. Booker with 26. And are we going to beat them in 4? Yes, we do. So we are 8-0 in the playoffs so far. Booker averaged 28 points in round number 2. But we're going to have our toughest test yet against the Dallas Mavericks, who basically dominated the Western Conference in this video. Last year, they did lose to San Antonio, and they start out with a blowout win against us. Jalen Johnson, 2 of 12 from the field. Game number 2 goes to the Phoenix Suns. We needed that so badly. So yeah, this is a rematch of the Western Conference semifinals back in 2022, and we take a 2-1 lead. We beat them by 18. 29 for Shepherd, 25 for Johnson, 42 and 20 combined between Booker and Demon. We go up 3-1. Let's go. We outscored them 30-18 in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Ryan Dunn had 15 points. Game 5, we win. Igor Demon actually was your finals MVP. That is insane. And we're going up against the Chicago Bulls here in the NBA Finals. They got De'Aaron Fox, Darren Peterson, Boozer. They're playing Patrick Williams at the 5 spot. That's kind of insane. But here we go. I feel like we could beat them. We do win game 1 by 24 points. I kind of am more scared of that Dallas team. I don't know. This is like Patrick Williams at the 5 really isn't that intimidating. I would probably bump Boozer down to the 5. And we were up 3-0. We win 103-90. Devin Booker with 28 and 11. And we are going to probably sweep the Bulls. What? We're going to go 16-1 in the playoffs with this team. Kind of insane, honestly, as Reed Shepherd's going to get to the rim, and he's going to throw that down. Maybe White Men can jump as he throws it down on the road. Jalen Johnson's got 17, 15 and 9 for Jared Allen, 28 and 10 for Devin Booker. Kind of want to see Igor Demon in action, honestly, as that's going to be an illegal screen by Kobe White. Oh my God, is Igor Demon about to get Finals MVP? 25, 11 and 11. That is insane for Igor Demon. All right, Buddy Hield is also on this team right now. We got the backups in. Kolik's in, Ryan Dunn's in, Igor Demon. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get anything right there. Let's see. Pull up, and that is the craziest looking shot in the world. Yeah, and they got their backups in too. I think it's going to be good. 8 and 4 for Ryan Dunn in this game. Ryan Dunn 3-ball, no good, sadly. But either way, we ended up winning it all. And Devin Booker, Finals MVP. Yeah, this was a fun rebuild. I had a good time trading away Kevin Durant, getting some guys that I haven't really gotten in a while, like a Jalen Johnson, Igor Demon. We developed him into a stud. Reed Shepherd as well. Ryan Dunn we kept throughout this. We got Michael Porter Jr. on a 1-year deal. And yeah, let me know, do you think this is what the Suns need to do? Do they eventually have to think about trading either KD or Devin Booker, or could they still win a title around those two? And if you guys did enjoy, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which team you'd like for me to rebuild next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.